Harry, Jake, alright, Thomas, he knows the salt, Kimbo.
I know you said that, but I get that a lot, man. I get that shit a lot, man. And it says verse 4. And when he put forth his own sheep, he go before them, and the sheep follow him.
Right.
For they know his voice. Let me get that in Revelations 14.
And the sheep know his voice. Know his voice, not talking about, on your own, you're talking to someone over the phone, and you can I recognize that voice. That's not talking about that. It's talking about this truth. We recognize the truth, man, when we hear it. Like when Islam, when you might, obviously this wasn't the first philosophy that came to your ears. You heard Islam, Christianity, you heard all kinds of philosophies before you heard of this. And then all those philosophies didn't resonate with you. Not one of them. Because you didn't recognize that as being the truth. Something about it just didn't make sense to you, or it wasn't a part of you, man. Okay? You wasn't zealous for it. It's only until you bumped into this, that's when you said, yeah. That's when that fear entered in. Then you was like, no, this gotta be it. That's when you...
Yeah, he's got a precept.
Alright, go ahead.
No, continue speaking what you said. I'm just saying.
That's when you committed yourself into this, man. Said, yeah, this is my shepherd. I'm following this. Alright? You acknowledge this as being the truth. Go ahead.
I'm gonna start from verse 3 though. That's fine, let me read verse 4 first. Revelation 14 verse 4, and it says, these are they which are not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth.
Right.
These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High and the Lamb.
Yeah, that's the first fruits again, man. You see, he hit that first fruits pop up again.
And let me hit verse 3.
No, read that verse again. Then we can continue.
Verse 4, and it says, these are they which were not defiled with women.
Defiled with women. Alright? These are they which are not defiled with women. Does that mean to say that we restraining ourselves and roasting until Yahweh Shah come? Now brothers got wives, man. Brothers got children. Brothers, do your thing, in discretion. The scriptures say, that's going to something else. But if you're burning,
I
do because you got certain guys that are not in the truth that they think that how can a holy man sleep with whores or prostitutes? Because it doesn't sound right to him. But then when you wake up to the truth, you realize that men of God did that. Alright? Men of God did that. The Most High ordered Hosea to go and find a hoe. And impregnate that hoe. Twice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and Samson did it. Okay. Judah, the son of Jacob, did it. He gave. What did he give her? He gave her a lamb. Was it a lamb? He gave her something as a trade. All right. But she wasn't a whore. She was just playing a whore. She was meant to be the wife of his nephew, I believe. But she played the harlot, and he was about to burn her.
Oh yeah, I need to talk about it.
There was a story behind it. I need to go back into it. All right. So men of the Lord did that. All right. So when it goes into Revelations talking about these are not defiled with women, that's not talking about an actual physical woman.
Yeah.
All right.
And just to land back what the brother's saying, because I went into that earlier today, on how the woman was talking about the philosophies when you read in the book of Proverbs 7.
Right. When you read Proverbs 7, because this wisdom and knowledge is likened unto what? A woman.
Yep.
When you read the Songs of Solomon, man, when you read the Songs of Solomon, what was he singing about? He was singing about this truth the whole time. Just
So,
read,
yeah.
read the whole book, the Songs of Solomon. And he's basically singing about this truth. Hold your precepts. Let's get it. Songs of Solomon.
Psalms is a song, you know.
I'm trying to shit. Go for some truth. Give me songs of Songs of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 1.
Yeah, I still got the John 10 joint.
Yeah, hold that real quick.
Is it 3 and 1?
In fact, starts, go on, read that. Songs of Solomon 3, verse 1, read to verse 4.
Songs of Solomon chapter 3 verse 1. By night on my bed I sought him whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not.
Read that again.
By night on my bed I sought him whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not.
Your soul loves this truth, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But you found him not. Read on.
I will rise now and go about the city in the streets, and in the broad ways I will seek him whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not.
Read that again.
Verse 2, I will rise now and go, and about the city in the streets, and in the broad ways I will seek him whom my soul loveth.
So it says you gonna go in the city, in the streets, and in the broad ways to find him whom your soul loveth, which is his truth and understanding. Read on.
I sought him, but I found him not.
Read on.
The watchmen that go about the city found me,
The watchmen that go about the city found me. Go on.
to whom I said, saw ye him whom my soul loveth?
So they said, did you find who your soul loveth? The watchman is us. We're the watchmen. Alright?
That's why it says wisdom she uttered a voice in the street.
Exactly. So you going about the streets to find him who your soul loveth, and then you bumped into the watchman of the Lord. Alright, read on.
It was but a little that I passed from them, but I found him whom would not let him go, until I had brought him into my mother's house, and into the chamber of her that conceived me.
Yeah, which is the Most High's wisdom and knowledge. Read that again.
It was but a little that I passed from them,
A little that I passed from them,
but I found him whom my soul loveth.
but then you found him whom your soul loveth. Bro.
I held him
I held him, bro,
and would not let him go
and not let him go, because the scripture says, hold it fast till I come.
Right.
Go on.
until I had brought him into my mother's house.
To your mother's house, because what do you do in your mother? When you're a babe, what do you do? What does your mother do? Your mother weans you. You suck from the breast of your mother. That milk. Go on, read on.
And into the chamber of her that conceived me.
And into the chamber of her that conceived me, because we were born again.
See, that's the breakdown right there. Because I don't mean to cut in, because that was the topic I was dealing with all day.
Yeah.
We was dealing, what we dealing with that all day, right? So that's another precept going back to what we was talking about. So that's how we're being born. We're being born. Because see, when you're born, right? When you're born into the world, right? You're a baby, and you suck the teats of your mother, don't you? That's why it says. Let me get the scripture.
Is it first Peter?
Yeah, you could get that too.
Let me see it. Yeah.
I just want to bring something real quick, brother. Just real quick. You got me rolling now, man. Since you said that, man.
Even Solomon said that. He said that in Wisdom of Solomon. He said, just like all men, I was in my mother's womb for nine months, and then I was weaned. So and he was the one that wrote this Songs of Solomon.
That's powerful right there. This is Isaiah 28. Yeah, verse 28. Isaiah 28, verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and who shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk,
Okay.
and drawn from the breast.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
It says for precept must be upon precept,
Right.
line upon line,
Okay.
line upon line.
Right.
Here a little and there a little.
Right. See? That's it. That's how you're raised up in the stature of the Lord. Alright? In the
You can get
spiritual
that
level.
too. You know the sincere love. You can get that too.
Alright? That's it. So you're being brought into your mother's chamber, alright? And that's what's happening. And you're being fed this spiritual milk. This is whom your soul, because
forget
this
soul.
is all what your soul loveth, man. Your soul didn't love that Islam shit. Letting some damn Arab tell you what's good. How the hell you gonna let an Arab tell you what's good, man?
It's good in the hood.
When they enslaved you, or they're enslaving you right now. Okay? That Christian pomegranate, alright? That other white meat,
Right.
so-called,
The Chesapeake Borgia piece.
they enslaved you too. So how you gonna pray to them? How you gonna pray to Esau? That's the most damaging thing for us as a people, to pray unto Esau. We're meant to be praying to Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
First Peter chapter 2 verse 2. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that you may grow thereby.
Right, and you're growing. Brothers are growing day by day. Alright? Watching the videos. Alright? Being edified. That's right. Doing video, that's right. What's it? Give me Song of Solomon. Give me 8 verse 1.
Songs of Solomon chapter 8 and 1. Oh, that thou wert as my brother that sucked the breast of my mother, when I should find thee without, I would kiss thee, yea, I should not be despised.
Read that again.
He said he would kiss them, right? Let's get that in
Read that again.
Oh, that thou wert as my brother that sucked the breast of my mother.
So first it says, oh, I wish that you were my brother, that you would suck the breast of my mother. Read that again.
Oh, that thou wert as my brother
Right.
that sucked the breast of my mother.
So that's what we're doing when we come out here into the highways and byways and we see brothers in the world and they come up to the camp. We say, oh, I wish you were as my brother, that would learn of this truth.
Yep.
All right. I wish that you were as my brother, because when you're not of this truth, technically you're not my brother, man. You're a heathen.
Right. Well, Yahweh Shai said that. What did Yahweh Shai say? You know it. Hey, sometimes you forget. You know what I'm saying? No, but Yahweh Shai said he likened he said he pretty much out of his family, and he said them that do the will of my father, my mother, my brother, my father. You know?
Right.
So that's true.
Right. Because I was thinking of the scripture. It says, "Go not unto the Gentiles. Go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." Because go not to the Gentiles, because obviously he knew that we're talking about. Obviously he knew that the other nations wasn't going to get it. They're going to be, servants and slaves. When he said Gentiles, he was talking about Israelite foreigners. Go not into the Israelite foreigners. Don't go to them. Go to the Israelites in this area. All right, because it was Paul's office to go to the Israelite foreigners. That was his job, because the tents of Judah had to be saved first. All right, the Jews in Judea had to hear this first. But let's clean this off first. Let's not jump around.
But he said
He had his guns loaded, man.
but he was reading something about how he was like something about kissing.
Yeah, go on, get that. Read that again.
Yeah.
Song of Solomon 8 verse 1.
Songs of Solomon chapter 8 and 1. Oh, that thou wert as my brother that sucked the breast of my mother.
Now you're not gonna tell a brother, listen, come suck my mom's breast, man. That guy's gonna look at you and say, what?
This nigga is crazy.
What? Nigga.
What are you talking about?
No, I ain't part this guy. This guy crazy, man. This guy telling him to suck his mom's breast.
But what he was saying is be a brother in the faith.
Exactly. Go ahead.
When I should find thee without, I would kiss thee, Yea.
When I should find thee without, I would kiss thee. Because before you came out, you was without, man. You was lost in the world, man.
And I got the
Dead to the Lord. You was alive to the world, but dead to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But then when I see you without, I would kiss you. Does that mean, obviously the scriptures talk about a holy kiss, because even the Italians, the Sicilians did that. You watch them Italian mafia movies, and they'll kiss you on one side and kiss you on the other.
Yeah.
The holy kiss, that came from us.
It's the Israelites.
All right, but this scripture, the brother that's read, that's not talking about that. That's talking about kiss you with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's that love. All right. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is showing love to you right now by sending us out here. Right. This is how the Lord is kissing you, by showing His favor unto you.
And that's why it says this. In Psalms chapter 2, verse 12, it says, "Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little."
There you go, read that again.
It says, "Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way."
Right, kiss the Son, meaning accept Him,
Acknowledge him, yeah.
acknowledge Him, all right? Eat of His flesh, drink of His blood, all right? When the Lord knocketh at your door, open up the door and let Him in, so He can sup with you. That's how you kiss the Son. Least He be angry, because you're gonna have a lot of our people that's not gonna accept the Lord, man. That's not gonna accept this word. That's not gonna accept this kingdom, man. And they're gonna be destroyed, man. They're going to take that chip. When that's you not kissing the Son, you take that chip. That's you kissing the system. That's you kissing the beast. That's you kissing the enterprise of the so-called white man. And you don't want to hear that. That's they don't. The second I said white man, they have to get smoking because you don't want to upset his girlfriend. That's what I'm talking about niggas in the world, man. You choose your wife. And the scriptures talk about that in 1 Corinthians chapter 7, man. About certain guys that when you have a wife, you tend to the world, things of the world, how you may please your wife, man.
Exactly,
Keep getting them Nike bubbles, man.
Or the guy that said the servants went out and said, listen, bid as many to the marriage. And some said, oh man, I got a wife.
Right.
That was him. All right? Certain guys are going to be destroyed because of that. All right? So where was we at?
I got one more precept, brother.
Where was we before?
Psalms using Psalms.
You was using kiss the Son. Kiss the Son.
Okay, I'll get back to that. I'll go back to that, but I gotta read this too, brother. Because you said something about those that don't acknowledge the Lord, they're gonna be destroyed, right? It says, but those mine, this is on Luke 19, verse 27. But those mine enemy which were not, that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
Right. Because they didn't kiss the Son. Because the Yahushua is not physically here right now, so that's not talking about physically kissing him. That's showing love to this ministry, man.
Right.
All right?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Participating in these sufferings. Not being ashamed. Not being ashamed for His name's sake. Certain people are ashamed of His name.
You know
what I'm saying? The scriptures talk about them that stood so stiffly
for the word. Come on.
That's them because they showed that love, man. They showed that respect. All right? He that loveth me doeth my commandments. That's kissing the Son. Okay? Feedeth my sheep. All right? Not being ashamed, man. Certain guys are gonna, through fear and unbelief, they're gonna let the system overcome them, not letting the beast overcome you, man. Go on.
Matthew chapter 10 verse 33, but whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven.
Yeah, now like Judas Iscariot. Judas Iscariot kissed Yahushua, but he did it in a treacherous way.
Yeah.
To give him over to I call them Gentiles, man. Watch. All right? Read that again, bro.
Matthew chapter 10 verse 33, but whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father.
And that's what Judas Iscariot did.
Yeah.
He denied the Lord for how many shekels of silver?
prophet.
And that goes down in history, man. Generations of mankind are always going to remember what Judas Iscariot did. He sold the Lord out for how many shekels of silver? That was a big deal, man.
Can I say something
That's
about
like
that?
a curse.
Even into the kingdom, that's going to be remembered as well.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, when he kissed, when Judas kissed Yahushua, he said, "Do you come to betray me with a kiss?" So he represents the similar to it's the kind of thing that Esau does, because he likes to shake your hand.
Yeah.
He goes out of his way to shake your hand, but there's a malicious intent about
the
it.
intent. Right. So that shows you that brothers have to be wise as serpents, man. All right. Then Yahushua saw him coming with that kiss, but he knew what was behind that kiss, man. And he was ready. He was ready at Garden of Gethsemane, man. When Judas came to betray him. Of all them wicked scribes and Pharisees, them niggas, man. Okay? So what we got? We go back to that kiss, the son needs to be angry, and then we're gonna go back to Song of Solomon.
This is on Psalms chapter 2, verse 12. And it reads, "Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way." Matter of fact, I'll start with verse 11. It says, "Serve the Lord with fear." In verse 11 it says, "Serve Yahweh with fear and rejoice with trembling."
Right. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Go ahead.
So you gotta be shaking in your boots in this thing, man, sometimes, you know?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Because there's a heavy deal that's gonna come down. And what's the precept I had in my head when you was talking? What's that precept? There was a precept when I was in my head.
It'll come back to you.
Come back to go ahead.
It says, verse 12, "Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way.
Perish from the way. These you die in your sins, man. Alright, go ahead.
When his wrath is kindled but a little, blessed are all they that put their trust in him."
Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. Who are they? Who is they? The elect. The believers, man. Man and woman. Alright?
The elect, the 1/3.
Just the 1/3 and the 144K. 144K. Then you got the innumerable multitude.
Right.
Which are the 1/3?
Huh?
Which are the 1/3?
1/3. Which are the women, children, you know, men that, you know, helped out, you know, other guys that are not prophets, though. Maybe guys that are soldiers, warriors, they're all part of them. Alright?
You got certain mighty men too.
Yeah, mighty man. Okay, let's go back to Song of Solomon.
Songs of Solomon chapter
8 verse 1.
Here we go. "And that thou wert my brother that sucked the breast of my mother, when I should find thee without, I would kiss thee."
Right, we're going to give you this truth. Alright? We're going to confirm you with this truth. Go ahead.
Yea, I should not be despised.
I will not be despised, because certain guys despise this, man. They don't want to hear that they're not Africans. They don't want to hear that the so-called white man is their enemy. Alright? They don't like the way we talk. You kind of aggressive. You kind of aggressive. Yeah, but no one's out here listening to you niggas, man.
Right.
You know?
Niggas are wasting your time, man.
Oh, the Bible is a white man's book. White man wrote that. Oh, Jake likes to say shit like that. The Bible is a book to keep us enslaved.
Bible been changed.
Bible been changed.
Changed, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just want
You
to
know-
keep smoking weed, don't they?
You know, yeah.
They know what they want to do, man.
Don't say anything, man. Just to keep themselves in darkness. Go ahead, man.
Y'all
know.
One quick precept, brother.
Go on.
This is Proverbs 13, verse 13. 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be
Shall
destroyed.
be destroyed, man.
But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
Exactly. That's why it says, when I kiss you, that you won't despise me. And whoso despises the word, you're gonna be destroyed, man. Okay? You're not gonna make it. You are not gonna make it, man. Before the kingdom of heaven itself, this one's gotta go down, and when this one goes down, a hell of a lot of niggas is gonna go down with it. They're gonna crumble. You know what I'm thinking? You know when the earth separates and everyone's just
They falling along with it, yeah.
that's what I'm thinking, you niggas. All of you, man. All of you that was talking popping shit, faking a funk.
Brother,
You are not. You're gonna get swallowed up.
shut up. Can I ask a question? You see, with regards to what you're saying is, when you kiss me, you won't despise me.
Yeah, because when we give you this truth,
So when this truth is being pushed back to the people that are being drawn to it, if they despise it, they're two-thirds.
that shows you that they're none of the Lord's. They're not of this fold. You know, the Spirit beareth witness.
Yeah.
If they're of us or if they're not of us, man. Sometimes you can see in a nigga's eyes that he ain't right, man. Just by looking at him.
Yeah.
You don't even have to say anything. Just by we were able to call out niggas before the second they come up. We can see that from the corner of our eye that there's a demon over there, man. He ain't gonna make it, man. Yeah. And the second he opens up his mouth, he's like, yeah, man, it's a rap for him. No?
Just call it a day, man.
Yeah. I've done that a couple of times, man.
And you just cursed them out right on the spot.
Right on the spot, man. We said the same for you, man.
Let's get down the street.
Yeah, Numbers 26 and 9. The sons of Eliab, Nemuel, Dathan, and Abiram, that is Dathan and Abiram, which were famous in the congregation, who strove against Moses and against Aaron in the company of Korah, when they strove against the Lord.
Right.
Verse 10.
So when they strove against Moses, they were striving against the Lord. Because them carnal niggas, they only saw Moses as a man. They didn't realize who Moses was representing. Okay? And you know, niggas is jealous. Alright? Position, authority. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man.
Verse 10. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up together with Korah when they...
See, that's the spirit. I was thinking that in my head, and then there was a scripture in it.
And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up together with Korah when that company died, what time a fire devoured 250 men, and they became a sign.
That was a sign.
Also Miriam was just chatting shit, and the Lord made a leprous.
See, see, bad things come upon you when you start rapping shit against the men of the Lord, man.
Right. And you know too, brother, every time I watch that live show, man, that's all you got is niggas pretty much popping shit, man, selling booth tickets.
Yeah, proper shit, because they think they got the truth. They think that they got it, man.
And when you go in their accounts, there's no footage of anything.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
Yeah. No content available. Yeah, no content on this channel. Like the comment, what do you mean like the comments? What do you mean like the comments that you get?
I'm talking
on
about the videos. When you go in their accounts, these scoffers' accounts, there's no videos, and if there is a video that they did, it's either video that they did 6 years ago.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're out here trying to reprove us, but what are they doing? What work are they putting in? You know what I'm saying? What have they got to like a platform of something to build on? What are they working with? They're showing you that there's a demon on them just trying to pull us down. That's it.
That's it.
That's all it is. Because they ain't working with anything. In sincerity, they're not sincerely trying to build and they're coming up against us out of their, this sincere ignorance. They're just doing it because,
The devil's on them.
yeah. All right. Where was we?
Yeah, I got
you
one. I got
read that
one
by
precept,
the
bro.
earth swallowed them, man. That's deep. Go on.
Yeah, it says this is verse 25. It says I start with verse 24. He that saith unto the wicked, thou art righteous, him shall the people curse, and nations shall abhor him.
Right.
But to them that rebuke him shall be the light, and a good blessing shall come upon them.
Yeah.
Verse 26, the main point. Every man shall kiss his lips that giveth a right answer. Prepare thy work without and make it fit for thyself in the field. In other words, basically this is going to answering like the scripture says, it says how does it go, man? How does it go? It goes whenever, like for example, be ready to like answer a question or something like that.
Yeah, I know that's be ready to answer this question. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's what 26 goes into. yeah, that's it on that. That's what
That's good. That's what that.
Yeah.
Where was Song of Solomon?
Yeah, I got that here.
We need to finish that, man. That's been dragging on.
Song of Solomon chapter 8 verse 1. And that thou wert as my brother that sucked the breast of my mother, when I should find thee without, I would kiss thee. Yea, I should not be despised.
Right, because when we're sucking the breast, we're all getting the same nutrients. So we should all be spitting the same doctrine.
Right, that's like calcium, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you're spitting another doctrine, you got the wrong milk, man. You probably sipping on soda. You probably sipping on Pepsi or something, man. Pepsi, that Coke. You got the wrong nutrient, man.
Condensed milk.
Goat's milk. You probably wrote something the wrong tea.
Sipping on demon juice.
West Indian nigga milk.
Oh, it's only skin.
Demon juice.
You're getting
You got the wrong milk, man. That's why you come with another doctrine.
Well, that chemicalized. What's that other milk called? You know what? I think right, Similac.
Soya.
Yeah, the baby one, isn't it?
There's different types of milks nowadays. There's different, they make, soya milk, almond milk, coconut milk.
Baby, formula, baby.
Right, formula, yeah.
Plus
Yeah.
one formula.
You know what I'm saying?
Kimbo milk.
What you say?
Kimbo milk.
Somebody Similac stunts your growth. You don't feed the bones with calcium.
Oh, you don't?
Babies need calcium to grow. That's how they
Right.
grow.
Yeah, so you got certain guys, man. They Similac, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Started.
So that's why I said suck the breast of my mother. Meaning there's only one way. Get that. Hold on, that's
I have the way, the truth.
yeah, that's the same one in the brother was reading, man. John 10. Get John 10. Hold
Oh, you
that.
want me to go get that?
And finish off that, and then we're gonna get.
Yo, I need
that.
to finish John 10 actually. I didn't finish that.
Exactly. Let's go back to read that.
Start again.
Yeah.
Song of Solomon chapter 8 and 1. And that thou wert as my brother that sucked the breast of my mother, when I should find thee without, I would kiss thee. Yea, I should not be despised.
Right, because you going around finding him who your soul loveth, and you're going around the streets in the broad ways, you find the watchmen and they kissed you, and we're hoping that you won't despise us, man. Because if you despise us, you already read what's gonna happen to you. You're not gonna make it. You know?
Verse 2. I will lead thee and bring thee into my mother's house.
I will lead you and bring you into my mother's house, which is this truth right here. Go ahead.
You would instruct me, I would cause thee to drink.
God would instruct you. So you need to be instructed. Certain guys don't like to be told what to do. Certain guys bring that niggerism in the world and bring that into the truth, man. When you come into this truth, one thing that a babe, you know the thing about a baby can be instructed, man.